Hello, I'm Andrew, One Star Peeps, and we have more Geeky Prime Championship for you. This is the top 4 match featuring Mick, one of the One Star crew, piloting Topaz, the athlete of Rockway, versus Rob, that guy Wolfie, who opened today. Peeters, the editor of Valhaholt. Anyways, we can see clearly that Rob is here showing off his fancy Prime Championship winning playmatch, which he did win through another sealed Prime Championship earlier in the season. What can his deck, Peeters, the editor of Valhaholt, do against Mick's impressive deck we saw in the last round? Or actually, I've seen it for the last 2 rounds. So we've got, I think, important things to keep track of are the board control options. This key to dis in Rob's deck is fairly significant in my opinion. It's going to come down to how much can Mick recover from a key to dis, especially an early one. Mick is going to have to slowly build back up into the board state we saw last time. Also very important if we remember Rob's from round 3, I think that's when he was in. The double Fran and Fran's Blaster along with Transporter Platform is a huge amount of amber control, and it needs to be answered right away. So I think Mick has the tools to deal with it. The Zap and the Failing Strikes might be good enough to keep Rob from being able to go too many turns in a row with that nonsense. Quadricorders are going to not or might do some work for Mick. It might be better just to stick that on his own creatures this time around. And with that, okay, so that's what I'm looking for. Red Alert, Peeters are important for Rob's deck to beat Mick's deck. And Mick's most important thing I think he needs to worry about is the Fran and the Fran's Blasters. The Triple Cutthroat Research also, Mick did build up a huge board and reaped a whole bunch. If that happens again, those Cutthroat Researches are really going to get Mick in a big way. So hopefully he can deal with that. Also, a candle unit this time around, but Rob is noticeably missing taunt creatures. So it should be easier for Mick to pick off the important creatures and get rid of the candle unit. Dr. Millie could potentially be helpful in getting a lot of card advantage for Rob. Mick does build a huge board. He does that 21 creatures to Rob 16. So I expect that Millie to do some work here. What else? He's got his own Jericho, another Kirby. Transport Platform just does a lot of work with the Starline's creatures, especially in the right setup. Light of the Archons, Chance Blaster, Friends Blaster. There is a lot of value to be gained off that Transport Platform. Mick basically gonna need his Rustnar. If Mick can get rid of the Transport Platform, that would be a big help into slowing Rob down. Rob is heavily favored in the expected amber. It is Mick's job in this matchup to slow Rob down at all costs, and just like build up his big board, avoid the cutthroat researches. It's actually really tough. It's gonna be a tough one for Mick here. The double quant, there's just a lot of creatures that Mick needs to remove and not really allow on the board for a long period of time. Bornets, quants. All right, Mick starts off the game with a Pampaka Jaga. Rob responds with one of the Frans and a Chan. Okay, so does Mick know the danger that he's in? I don't see a blaster. Double cutthroat research. Okay, so that's good. So, well, it's good for Mick. All right, so Salt comes down. Rob cannot cannot reap on his next turn. I feel like Rob might be tempted to just fight the. Oh, never mind. There's a Broxodon Auxiliary to protect the Pampaka. Pampaka is a big important card for Mick's deck. Ooh, unfortunately, his Axiom and Tribute are here a little too early. So that Phalanx Strike will allow Mick to remove Fran. I think is the important one here. Hopefully Mick knows that. Rob is a very out there kind of guy. You might have heard talk of his deck at this point. Failing Strike. Gains 1, deals 2 damage to Chan. Okay. And she opts not to Exalt. Staring at his Axiom here. Going to discard Axiom and plays Tribute. Plays Tribute, gains 1 Amber. Opts not to Exalt because there's no reason to. Alright, ends the turn at 3. Not bad. Quant, Apsis, double cutthroat research. No reaping, perfect. Just build up your board. Alright, Mick, you've got 2 skirmish creatures. That's about it. You need some more, you need that unnatural selection. Maybe, ooh, that Zap. I see a Zap there. That will do some good work. I'm counting 4 points of damage. That will finish off the Chan. Or you can stack a lot of it onto the Hapsis and make sure it never gets to get that first ward token. Chan. Yeah, this looks like a Star Alliance turn. Zap, Chan, Kirby. Build up your board. Compete with Rob. You need to get rid of that Quant. That could be important. Especially because you're going to run out of taunt space if you go with that line. So that Hapsis probably needs to take some damage. Kirby. Chan. Play Chant of Hubris. Gains 1 Amber. Okay. Plays Zap. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 damage. Gains 1 Amber, goes to 5. I do like sticking 2 there. Okay, not bad. And at least... Oh, interesting. At least 1 on Hapsis, so that way it doesn't get the ward for fighting Chan off the board. That would be my point there. Alright, Mick does have a very scary board. The Alpaca is, as we've seen, can skirmish on mixed creatures. They a lot of all the Starlines creatures have fight effects. The Thorough Centurion and the Litigious Raptor in mixed deck also have fight effects, so it is not something to be taken lightly. Ooh, okay. Reaps with Fran, puts the Captured Amber on Hapsis. Kirby comes down, plays Poltergeist. Yeah, just get Amber, move through your deck, find the answers that Rob needs. Needs to get to that Cutidus soon, probably. Captures on the Fran. Light of the Archons comes down on... not sure what. On the Haptis. Okay, just gonna make it big and bulky. It's gonna fight, and it's gonna kill things. Mick is... need some answers. Rob could be placing Amber on these creatures that he finds important. Is he did see Mick discard the Axiom, so I don't think he thinks Mick has 2 of them. That's what I was thinking about. Also, Mick is not playing this, so he's just he thinks Hapsis might be the most durable creature. I can see that. Keeping the Amber there. Well, I think he's a long way off from the blaster. Doesn't need to worry about that. Chan, Kirby. Alright, Mick, what are you doing? Chan, 2 Chan activations. You could fight a bunch of these important creatures off the board, thanks to Chan. Chan fights Fran, not bad. Gets to use the Brockstone probably to fight the almost fight the Hapsis off the board. Wouldn't be too bad. Fights the other Fran, also not a bad choice. Kirby fights Kirby. A little cannibalism. Never hurt anybody. So Mick has 2 Kirby activations and opts not to play the Key Charge. These make sense. Or anything else he has sense. It might be all creatures at this point. Or what? Looks like the Fittest. Alright, he draws a Failing Strike and he draws an Amber Tracker here. Alright, Thorium Plasmate. That will kill a Chan. Okay, interesting choice. I think that Pampaka there, undoing all the skirmish, might be important. Raptus fights. Trying to figure out what does he need to do here. Hapsis fights. Kirby is always one of my favorite things to get off the board. Although that Chan is also going to do a lot of work going forward. But don't forget about my taunt. Alright, gets rid of the Chan. Bad. A little risky, but takes 3 damage and gains a ward. Draws a card. Want will reap. To play nothing. But here's his 3rd cut. Oh, sorry. Here comes Seismone Tangler. Want number 2 has entered. Reap goes to 6. Cutthroat Research goes to 7. Okay. That's it. Check with 7. Over to Mick. What do you want to do about this, Mick? Failing Strike will, 4 damage and then 4 damage again? Or he can play the Redder first. That'll be 5 damage and 5 damage again. It's more than enough to remove the Hapsis. Gotta protect the Redder Golem, I think, is one of the things I'd be trying to do here. Ooh, 6 damage, and then 6 damage. I think Mick is trying to avoid exalting. They're considering fighting with the Roxodon first. Increases. Alright, Redder comes out, increases key cost by 3, and then captures 1. Rob would be able to forge for 9 here, but he 7. Exalt. Or sorry, Failing Strike comes down, exalts on the Broxodon, and finishes off the Apsis. Not bad. The question is, can Mick allow Rob to have 2 quants? I don't think Rob played 1 card off the previous quant, so Mick Reaps goes to check and passes the turn back. Not bad. What does Rob do? I see a Jericho and a Blaster and a Platform. He did lose all of his friends, so that plan is out the window until he cycles back through. Spider plus Poltergeist and Evil Eye, so he can also basically play his own Redder Golem for the turn. Evil Eye, yeah, how do you like it? No! It's probably exactly what they just said. 8 Amber, Poltergeist, his own Seismo Tangler. Mick is not allowed to reap with Saurians on this next turn. Take that. And increases key cost. Spider comes out, and that'll do it. Alright, so Mick might have to just give up the key here. Mick's keys cost 9. There is a key charge in his hand. He could reap with the Kirby's, maybe, and get there, but that's probably not worth the effort. Alpaca gives everything skirmish. It is the key to Mick's board strategy. He needs to... That spider might start picking stuff off soon, and particularly the Theros Centurion. A little worried about. Only if it attacks flank creatures. Alright, Kirby time. Kirby reaps, gains 1, goes to 7. Plays the Fittest. All of his creatures gain +1 power. Goes up to 8 Amber. Now 4 power Kirby's and 4 power Gallons and 7 power Theros Centurions. Four power creature Star Alliance? Kirby? Chan? Not sure what. Reaps. White Spider. Plays. Nothing. Not the key charge. Alright, we'll see when he... That card? Ooh. Star Alliance card with 4 power. Not sure what that is. We will see later once he moves it out of the glare. Alright, 2 quants still on the board. You can probably do good stuff here. He did have a big dis turn last time. I think he's due for... that means he's up for some Star Alliance. Or some more Logos action. He did forge a key for 3. Nice big help. Jericho. Blaster. Gains 1. Platform. Return Jericho and Blaster to go up to 6. Oh no, sorry, you can't use the platform this turn. Alright, so Mick, did you find your Rustnar? There's still good fight effects through the Centurion. Mick does get the forge for 6 here. Alright, so he's trying to keep up. Could also reap for 4 and just let the Jericho live. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Alright, what do you got for us, Mick? What do we need? We need something good. Jericho needs to be removed. Reaping as much as possible. If you can reap 4 times, gain 4 amber from there. You can reap 4 times. That would be all your Saurians. Not very effective. It does not get rid of the Jericho. It does not solve the Jericho problem. Alright, puts the quadricorder on Jericho. Interesting choice. That platform is going to keep putting the quadricorder back in mixing. It's going to make it difficult for Rob to get back to forge a key, because I think every time Rob picks Star Alliance, Mick's going to pick Star Alliance for the following turn. Plays another Star Alliance card off to the left. Can is going to be my guess. Can do work. Alright, so Kirby's. Kirby's have a lot of work to do here. If the Kirby can find some What, Phalanx Strike? Yeah, I might be setting up for... I think he drew a Phalanx Strike here. Phalanx Strike to Jericho. Trying to figure out how... Alright, double checking transport platform. How does it work? Where's the key? What's the key here? Alright. What do we do? What's the plan? What am I gonna do? What do you need to do? You need to get rid of the Kirby. Kirby's amazing. Put the Kirby over there. It's all done. I don't know. Not really sure what these hand motions are about, but he's got transport platform and I've got 2 Kirbys. Both the Kirbys fight the Jericho. Ooh, interesting. And he immediately regrets playing the quadricorder there. Okay. Oh, Amber Tracker is the last card there. Amber Tracker. Oh, Amber Tracker and Chan are the last 2 creatures on board for Mick. Amber Tracker fights the Quant. Alright. So, board is basically under Mick's control now. He's gone a long time without that key to this, although there is this red alert, and that is going to be very unfortunate. Although, oh yeah, Quant. Information Exchange steals 1 from Mick. It's the 6. Dr. Millie is gonna archive all of Rob's hand here. I think so. He has to decide here: does he want to archive his whole hand, or does he want to remove all of Mick's board? That red alert is going to deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage to each creature, which is enough to kill the entire board. Reaps. There's a 7. Boom! Red alert. Mick's like, wait, what? Oh, the Theros Centurion does live. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one survives. Because that's 7 power and a singular armor. That one is 7 power, but no armor. Alright, Mick. You must have survived board wipes to get this far. Then he plays a very sad Dr. Millie. Does not get to archive anything. Oh. Okay. So, Mick, unnatural selection is now in your hand. Theros Centurion. Scramblinks, Rustnar, Key Charge? Not good. This board has swung into Rob's favor. Board wipe has pretty much undone all of Mick's hopes and dreams. Yes, this does have 6 damage on it. Okay, what can you do here? Rob did lose his Jericho. Mick needs to move some cards now. Get back, cycle through, get the Pampaka. Probably just start cycling again. That's just play cards, hope for the best. It's a little late. Rob is going to forge his second key here. Mick just time to dump that key charge. I don't think he's actually called Untamed once this entire game. So there's that. Maybe dump the key charge. Hold on to the unnatural selection. Unnatural selection plays it. Gains an amber. Bramblelynx comes out. Bramblelynx comes out. And Rustnar comes out. Alright, Rustnar is a threat that... the threat that Rob needs to respect. Losing that transporter platform will be detrimental. Fortunately, he has a hand of 6 discards. Draining Touch will remove the Rustnar, probably. And then Festering Touch will remove the Theros Centurion, plus deal some damage to one of the Bramblelynxes. Dendrix will sit there and... Alright, here comes the Festering Touch. Goes up to 4 thanks to the Captured Amber plus the hip on the card. Puts 1 damage on a Bramblelynx. Festering touches the Rustnar. Gotta protect that transport platform and the key to this, actually. Alright, so now if Mick ever threatens to build up a big board once again, Rob can just key to this. So Mick is in a tough spot. Let's see. And go with Untamed once again. The Mustic will be useful, but you need to convince Rob to pop the key to this, I think, first. He has 1 more quadricorder left, I believe. And that Mustic is all the Amber control Mick has to slow down the game enough that he can get back into this. Alright, so Bramble Lynxes. The Eterome there will probably kill one of Mick's untamed creatures, so Eterome is maybe a threat. You definitely need to get rid of that if you want the Mustic to stick around. Bramble Lynx fights Eterome, and then Bramble Lynx fights Dendrix. Interesting. Oh, I see. The Piranha Monkeys is going to finish off the Dendrix. Oh, not quite. A little extra there, but Dendrix has... Oh, never mind. That's right. 3 damage on each of them. Mustic comes down, finishes off Quant. Instrument of Silence comes down, gives Mustic Skirmish, and whenever it fights, gains them 1. Alright, so this is definitely... Ooh, Jericho's a good draw, plus Kincan, Wild Spirit, and Shrix. Alright, key to this, done with that nonsense. Keys will cost 6. But that's a good way to cause that to happen. Not finished with you, goes up to 5. Pulls back Jericho, yep, and the Frans, maybe? Kirby, Fran, Kirby, yeah. Stan, just all the Starlines, dude. Starlines with a transport platform is going to do a lot of work. And Rob is showing off, look, I just put, my whole deck is now Starlines creatures with good play effects. And 2 other cards. Here's a Malisana and a board name. Good luck. If you don't have a board, you need to build up a board, and you need to answer my board. I'm at 5 amber and 2 keys. You need answers right here, right now. This is your last turn of not being in check for the game. Trix is also very dangerous here. Because he would like to exalt it. That's going to be a nice way to try and catch up in the game, but this Malisana is going to prevent that. It is big enough to fight. The Kincan is interesting. Jericho. There you go, not bad. Yeah, you got your own Jericho. Jericho's the best. We all love Jericho. That's what they're saying right now. Okay, maybe not. But anyways, Thera Centurion thinks the Jericho comes out. Captures 1. Kincan comes down. And that might be it. 3 cards. Alright, so if Rob calls... Ooh, Logos is basically... Logos is the only house that Rob has left that would cause Kincan to steal. Tactical Officer Moon rearranges Mick's battle line, moving Jericho out of the center. Fran captures 1 onto Fran. Xeno Training captures 2 onto Fran. Ooh, Fran's Blaster steals it. Gains 1 from Fran's Blaster. Transport platform to put Fran back in his hand along with the blaster, plays Fran to capture 1, and then plays the blaster to steal the 1 and then gain 1 amber. Holds him up to 8 amber. Mick needs... Yeah, thanks, Rob. I still had all of this, but Mick didn't have enough amber. That's what I'm seeing. Alright, Mick's got Quadricorder. Well, increase key cost plus 2, but he needs to also play an untamed creature here. He can't do that. He would basically, if he could play 2 untamed creatures plus Quadricorder, that'd be it. If he could play... How does he get back in this? Oh, Thera Centurion, fight, capture 1. So plays the 2... He could play... He go into Saurian here. Play 2 the Shrix and the Litigus Raptor on top of... On the other top side of Jericho. Play the Quadricorder. And the Centurion fights. Right. Get that upgrade over there. Centurion can fight anything over there. Probably the Fran to capture another 1. Opts to put the Alvin on the Kincan. So we can reap to draw a card. Hopefully find another answer. Maybe Mick's got some other plan in his mind. What do you got for us? Shuffle's trying to draw anything in his deck. He can... If he can move... He does have Tribute. If he does move... If he can get Jericho in the center, he could maybe draw the Tribute here. That could be it. He's checking his deck list. Wait, do I have any answers? No, you don't. Alright, just draw it. See if you got it. Find it. That's it. And it's Centurion. It's not it. Alright, Rob wins the game. Congratulations, Rob, on making it into the finals once again in a sealed Prime Championship. Mick sadly reaps for the last time. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mick. You pulled up a great performance. We're all very sorry to see you go. Pleasure having you here on the West Coast with us. Congratulations to Rob on making the finals. I can't wait for the next round. Please stick tuned. Hit those like and subscribe buttons so you know what's going to happen. So you know when the next video goes live. And thank you and good night.